Hello guys, last time we have seen how to import an X file in our environment and make some very quick operation between the columns, and then how to export the file outside our environment in another Excel file. So now we will go a little bit further and we will see some more complex operation that we can do that are the normal operation that we do with Excel. So basically this is our task, this is how to work in how we work in Excel. So basically we will see this kind of operation. So let's go back to the file I created last time. Sorry, let me put myself here. Okay, so now if you read this line, let me just do all the stuff again. So now we have imported this file and made a couple of operations that we needed about this. What I want to show you is that a data frame, as we called him last time, is basically composed by rows and columns. So up to now we have seen that if you write df, the name of the columns, you get all the value of that column basically, and you can do the operation that you want with that column. But we can also get one single value by means of this syntax. So if we use a square bracket, we can, for example, say I want just the value of the fifth line, and if I do this, I will get this value that is basically here. Generally speaking, all the data frame can be considered a sort of matrix. So if you use the square bracket notation for the data frame directly, you can say, okay, let's show me the content of third row, fifth line, fifth column. So if I do this, I will get the value of the third row that is here and the fifth column that is prod cost. Can you see? But for columns I can also use the name of the column rather than the number. So now we can get the single value, and we can also, let's say for example I want to change some calls, with not only we can show the value, but we can also change. Let's say that I want this equal to 90. If I do this, then you can see that it has become 90. So I can also change the value of this. Other group operation that I can do with Excel is, for example, computing the sum of a column. Okay, I can say, okay, please give me the sum of the prices, let's say, or give me the mean of the price, or give me the median of the prices. Okay, so I can make a lot with several statistic functions. I just show you how simple it is to do them in for these three functions. There are several page on web of the documentation for every function you want to find. So I won't go further on this. I want to show you how simple it is. Of course, I can put them in a variable. Let's say median price is this, and I will get the median price as variable, as you can see here, that is 30.9. Another thing that usually you do in Excel is, for example, filtering. Let's say that I want to split low prices data from high prices data, considering low price and high price beneath and above the mean that I have just computed. So what I have to do is just there are two ways. I will show you both of them. The first is this, create DFI, so create a new data frame, because for example I want to work just with this and make different stuff. And what I will do is subset df prices more than, I could write 3.2, but I don't want. It's better to do mean df prices. So what will it do? It will first compute the mean of the prices, and after that it will select all the rows that respect this condition. So if I run this line, I will get DFI, where, as you can see, I have 46 records, not anymore 100, and all the prices will be higher than 3.19. I can do also the same for the low prices. This EF low. Okay, I will do in this case. Remember, less and equal is better, because if there is an equal price, we will throw it out from the data frame if we forget this. So let's do this, and now we will have the other 54 rows that I have excluded before when I made the filter at the first time. But now there is something else that I want to do. I don't want to create the data frame. I want to create another column, basically saying if the product is high price or low price. So I will do in this way. A lot of people can argue that I'm not doing this in the best way, but I'm trying to do it in the easier way. So let's create a new column called price group, and let's initialize it to an empty text. If I run this line, as you can see in the DF, I will get. Sorry, I didn't run. Let me do it again. If I run this, okay, now I've run it. If I run this, I will have this price group completely empty. What I want to do now, let's just give a look to the operation. It's basically easy. I want to say df price group with the square brackets. I will say to him, take just the rows where prices is more than mean df prices. Okay, can you see the parentheses? So compute the mean, take all the rows that are more than the value you get, and then you got, and then to this value at price group just write high price, and I will do it directly also for the other. So let me just copy and paste. If this is less equal than the mean, then just put low price. And if I run this all together, I will get, as you can see here, high price, low price, depending on the price, if it is above or beneath the average. Okay, so I have divided these two groups. And another very powerful thing that I can do with R is, in a single line of code, do what I usually do with Excel, using Excel with pivot table. So let's say that now I want to compute the mean of the price, I mean differently for high price and low price. So two means, two averages, two means, two averages, depending on the group. So what I will do is just this operation. So let's say arg mean is given by aggregate. So this is a function that asks as first argument what I want the mean of. So basically I want the mean of, of prices. Then how should I group it? And as you know, I want to group them by price group. Okay, and then the function that I want. Let's just complete the syntax. I need by means which groups, and then last argument is fun, which is mean. So I want mean of, the mean of this value grouped by this value. If I now run this, then I will get, there is a mistake. I need to put here list. I I won't go into details, it's just take it as syntax. When I do this, now it will work, and I will have aggregate mean, which basically will have the two groups and the mean for the two group split. Okay, so last thing before closing the video is showing you that I can filter also for a double factor. Let's say that I don't only want the high prices, I also want the high scale factor in the high, considering above the mean. So let's take this, let me just copy and paste here, and let's say I is subset this, and we want a logical and the f scale factor more than more than mean df scale factor. And if I do this, so basically I'm taking the prices more than the mean and the scale factor more than the mean, and I will get this dfii with 24 records, just taking the high price and high scale factor products. So this is another thing that you can do by filtering in Excel. I have just shown you a logical AND, but to have all the logical rules that you use, I won't go into details, because if people already know how can do it, they can quickly do it in R. Otherwise, I mean, it means that you are not using the logical stuff or also in Excel. Probably when I will do a more detailed video on R programming and generally R programming, I will go through it. Anyway, this is what I wanted to show for today. Next time, next video, I will go directly to the task of Excel. So now we know the basic stuff that we need to know to work in R as we work in Excel. And that's all for today. Bye bye.